What's up? What's up, world? How y'all doing today, man? I am Joe Henson.
I'm Briley.
And we Blight Love, man, and we welcome y'all to the 6th episode of this thing we do called Ain't Shit Different Day, man. What?
I didn't realize it was the 6th episode.
She always turn her head like a meerkat or some shit, and it make me think that something wrong. You do like that, I'm just like, what did you just catch in your brain? But yeah, 6th episode, man. We almost got a week in, you know. One more episode, we'll be able to fill up y'all week if we wanted to. Or should I say if y'all wanted to? What you want to talk about? Well, we've been trying to figure out what we wanted to talk about. It's a lot of shit we could talk about. But I don't know. We just gonna see where it go. Just gonna see where it go. And I ain't gonna lie, I like it like that. I don't know. I like freestyling. Freestyling, wilding, killing any nigga anytime when I'm styling. Pork chops like pigs that went to Shiling. Pork chops. Yeah. That's
I'm
funny.
very happy you don't rap like that.
I can't rap like that.
There was an era in time
Can't
for
snap
that.
like that with my
That
hat
I
to the
appreciate.
back like that.
I appreciate, but I wanted to stay right there. Right there.
I don't know, man. It's rules to this rap shit. And it's damn show levels. Like, it's just levels. I don't know. I never really fuck with niggas that rap like that. I never got into it.
Why are there rules to rap when it's art?
The rules aren't necessarily...
Art has rules too, though, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's rules. Everything... I don't want to say rules. Let's change that word. I just said that just talking. But if we're going to be specific about it, I would use the word science. It's a science to it. Not necessarily rules, but there are certain principles that go with how to do this on a certain level. And then also too is just certain principles as far as things you can apply to get across a certain element that you want to convey creatively. Because it's more than just words.
Yeah.
Sometimes a verse be dope just because of the energy and the presence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that energy and that presence can be tailored for that particular song. It don't have to be this how I rap every time you hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's just other intangibles that and it's just principles. Like, cause to me, some of the principles are like, to just be real. You just gotta know off rip. You gotta say something. Something has to be said. You gotta say something. Something gotta be said. And when I say something, I just mean like something that somebody can follow. Like, I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be deep. It don't have to save the world. It don't have to be black power and all the other shit. It can be some dumbed down, watered down shit. But it at least says I should know what the fuck you saying and be able to follow the story. Even if it ain't a story, quote unquote. But I should still be able to follow, like, what the hell you trying to convey to me? To me, that's just a principle. Like, you gotta have that. But then also too, another principle, you don't steal. You don't steal. Yeah. Like, you do this, if this is what you do, I'm not gonna come behind you and do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm me. Why am I trying to be you? You can be inspired by somebody, but it's a difference between
it's a thin line between inspired and copying.
And see, me, I don't copy nobody. Like, I got people that I'm inspired by, and I ain't gonna lie, honestly, and you know this, sometimes I still find out to this day, like, damn, I didn't realize so-and-so influenced me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew Jay-Z influenced me, but it's certain stuff that I've done, especially like with freestyles, and I'm just like, I hear it. But see, the thing is, when I was a kid, when I was coming up doing like the music shit, I was inspired by people, but the inspiration was only that inspiration. It wasn't And I went through my period trying to rap like everybody. I did do that. Not like everybody, but everybody that I looked up to lyrically as artists. I did go through my phase where I like rap like them and mastered their style. I don't even want to say mastered, just got really, really, really good at it. And that's kind of how I taught myself how to rap. And I taught myself bars by just, okay, when they start rapping, I'm going to start rapping. When they stop rapping, I'm going to stop rapping because I know this is where the hook come in. And I noticed that most verses are in this length. I use this many lines on my paper to write verses that fit in this time frame. Like, and then eventually I started learning about beats and measures and stuff, and I started learning like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, and all that shit. But yeah though, man, like I get in. I used to get inspired, and I still get inspired, but I ain't gonna get inspired and then go record the same shit you just did. Like I don't rock with that.
I ain't really know. I didn't know I knew how to count measures until I was on the dance line.
You damn sure gonna learn if you didn't know.
But I already knew to some extent.
All of us do.
Because, well, my mama was over the praise dance team, so I would go to all their rehearsals and practices and stuff. So I kind of like caught on to counting and stuff like that. But then when we started doing music, y'all would be like, you need to write 4 more bars. And I'm like, I don't know how many that is. Like, so I would just have to kind of hear for it, like listen for it. And some beats would throw me off because I'm like, I don't know if I'm counting this right until you had to sit down with me and be like, you're overthinking it.
Yeah, I mean.
It was just the wording though, because I just be counting, you know, like.
Every beat can be counted more than one way.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. But if I was like learning a hook that you wrote or something and you told me, well, and it wasn't the vocals in it, like when we was trying to rehearse with the band and stuff, and I was like, oh, dang, why am I supposed to start it? Like. Oh,
yeah. you like Zorro with that, though. You like Zorro. You got a bad sense of direction with that. Like just being able to sense when the beat finna do some shit. Cause that's all it is. Once you,
I know it with most of the time with regular production, but when it comes to with a band,
it's the same shit.
I know,
it's the same shit.
But sometimes they don't do an as obvious change for me to pick up on. Because think about it, like they already be playing kind of down low while you doing all your talking and whatever else to the crowd. So I'm listening to that, but I'm still talking. But I'm not really counting because I'm focused on what I'm saying. So by the time I'm done saying what I'm saying, it's like, how long have y'all already played this? You know, like, and then when I stopped talking, since I wasn't counting, like, did I stop at a weird point? Like, I don't know.
So are you speaking on like them times when we've been doing some shit with a band and we kind of deviated from the original song structure?
Not all the time, no. It's just.
Okay. Well, to me, it's just, I don't know. For me,
it's definitely when we deviate sometimes. I'm like, okay,
I never get lost in the sauce.
I gotta figure that out because
I never get lost in the sauce.
I done got used to a certain way. It's just when you're about to get used to a certain way, it's just you just.
But I never had an issue with that. I have never ever had an issue with that. Like even with the band, like I don't know. But then for me, I feel like I got a built-in metronome inside of me anyway. Like
that's possible.
I don't know. I guess like how some people got perfect pitch. I think I might have perfect timing. Even though I like to play with time and manipulate time a little bit and just kind of fuck with pockets in different ways. Just to give, I don't know, a unique little twist to how I deliver shit. But
I don't quite understand perfect pitch.
I always thought perfect pitch was just like people who they hear pitches perfectly and they can mimic the pitch that they hear. But
is it either or both?
I always thought it was both. Because, I mean, I would imagine Well, I ain't even imagine. One goes into the other. If you can hear it, if you can sing and if you can actually perform the note, if you can hear it, you gonna do it. If you can go, if it fits within your range, a lot of times you just don't hear it. So I don't know. Jamaica would be a better nigga to ask, but I don't know. I mean, I can Google it now. You know me. I'm Googling on the podcast now. If ever you don't know something, ask a question. All right, I put in perfect pitch, but it went to absolute pitch.
They always switching up like terminology and stuff of things over time. Like, who asked y'all to do that, and why did you do it?
Absolute pitch, called perfect pitch, is a rare ability of a person to identify or recreate a given musical note without the benefit of a reference tone. Yeah. So it's what I said, but without hearing it out loud first. You get what I'm saying? Like, you hit a note in your head and you mimic what you hear in your head with your mouth, opposed to hearing it out loud and mimicking what you just heard out loud. Same shit other than that, though. Perfect pitch.
Interesting.
Perfect pitch. So yeah, man.
I wonder how many artists actually have that.
That's dope though, man. Like, that's what I like, right? That's what I like about how God made all of us. Like, everybody got their own skills. Like, that's a skill, man. That's a gift and a skill at the same time. Like,
yes,
to be able, like, it's amazing to me what some people can do with their physical body. You know what I mean? Like your skill is manipulating your body. It's like watching an anime or a cartoon and you got all these different heroes and villains and they got different powers and shit. One nigga can walk through shit. One nigga can go invisible. One nigga super strong. One nigga body turns into rock or some shit. Another nigga mind, he can fucking do telepathy. It's just dope how the way we're wired is kind of like X-Men or some shit. Where it's like everybody got their own like skills. Like, I'm not a person who has the physical body skill set where it's just like I can do all this amazing things with my body. I ain't got that. I'm pretty basic. I'm straight, but I'm basic. My shit is more with my mind, my creativity, and how I translate information. You know what I mean? Like,
that's still your mind.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm a mind person. All my gifts are in my brain. Like, between my ears is where all my shit, that's where it's at with me. So, you know, I'm not one of them people who so fucking attractive everywhere they go, they just grab eyes and it's just like, oh my God, you're so fucking beautiful. You know, some people got that though. Like, some people just got a perfect face. I don't know how we got to that, but we're there. And now we're here. And you're here with us. But now, man, I don't know, man. What's going on in the world today? I know in my world, in Carlo's world, there's been a lot of conversations that I've started. I don't know, it's just been on my mind. But just, I don't know, man. Like from some of the conversations we done had recently this week, I just been really thinking about just like men, man, like in the shit that we do in relationships. Like, just shit we do, period, though. Like, not even just in relationships, like with our homies, with our friends, with family, just how men are. I don't know, man. We're a handful, man. Like, shit. Shit. Like, where? Shit.
Elaborate, because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just, I don't know, man. Like, we can be so fucking stubborn. So fucking stubborn. Like, but it's different from a woman's stubbornness. Because women are just as stubborn, but it's two totally different types of stubborn. Like, y'all stubborn is a lot more passive. Our stubborn can be a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all can too. But generally, from my experiences, y'all stubbornness is more passive. There are some women now who get with the shit. You know what I mean? But and it's different times. I guess ultimately it just depends on how emotional y'all are and how stable y'all are emotionally as far as how you express it or whether you just explain it. But for most dudes, that stubbornnness for us, real aggressive, but we'll say some shit. We'll say some shit to get you off of it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, the reason it's so aggressive, I think, is because of pride and ego. I think everything about a man, good and bad, is driven by pride and ego.
It's that testosterone.
Yeah, man. It's that testosterone. It's that conqueror spirit. It's that warrior mentality. It's that leadership shit. Yeah. Like, it's we wired to lead and be in power. But we spend all our lives learning how to, one, cultivate our power, hone our power, but then also, too, how to balance it, how to not lose control with it.
And it's difficult in this particular world.
Shit, yeah, because we living in a hyper masculine world. You know what I mean? It's too much masculine. It need a little more feminine. You know, we need to balance it out.
That's actually the issue. But I mean, I think it's the issue because I mean, it's a man's world, but yet a lot of societal rules and standards cater to the woman. Mm-hmm. So it's like on one end it's too much masculinity, but on the flip side it's like on that flip side it's too much feminine, so you need some more masculine. So on that other side where it's too much masculine, you need some more feminine energy on that end to balance things out. But since it ain't like that, mm-hmm. it's kind of topsy-turvy. Mm-hmm. So on these sides they just clashing. Because it's like I don't agree over here, or I don't agree over here, or whatever. So they just gonna.
But what if it's just simply, it's just the wrong shit in the wrong place? Like, what I mean is, what if it's one of them things where areas in society that should be predominantly feminine ran, like not necessarily saying a woman, but just feminine energy, the qualities and characteristics that come with feminine energy. Like, what if it's just one of them things where when certain things in society that calls for feminine energy, a feminine approach, we doing masculine mm-hmm. shit. And then shit that requires a masculine approach, we doing feminine shit. And we just out of pocket and out of alignment. You know what I mean?
I think maybe a lot of times it's like that though, because in business, a lot of times you're going to get that masculine energy. So if it's like some kind of something trying to be pushed in society or something that would actually require more of a feminine touch, mm-hmm. it ain't going to go that way, because business wise, we need to push this as hard as we can push it.
I got a question. What do you think I come mostly with? Since we done been in business meetings and shit, what you think, like, what is your perception of me as a businessman when I'm in a meeting or something? Do you think I'm more masculine? Do you think I'm more feminine, or do you think it's balanced? Like,
it's balanced, because you always pay attention when you need to pull them out. Like, you start off with the more feminine approach, because ain't no real point in just being all masculine or whatever, or butch or whatever word that would be best for that. But in business, you just kind of going with the flow. You learning whoever this other person is or what their goals are and all of this other stuff. Mm-hmm. The only time you really pull the masculine out is when it's like, well, But no, bro, I'm not budging here because this is exactly, like that's the only time you really have to pull it out when you see like, all right, bro, this is not you misunderstood apparently. So that's what I see. I see you have a good balance of it. But he's Googling.
Yeah. Because okay, I just want to make sure we give people watching a good, clear understanding of like masculine and feminine energy, because it's easy to think that it's one thing because of our interpretation of men and women, but it's a lot more. It's a lot different than what a lot of people would suspect. So let's see, shall we? Let's see. Because I want to make sure I say this right. I want to make sure. I don't want to just go in my brain with it. I mean, I got my phone. Shit, why not? All right. Hold on. You know what? I know a better way to do it.
Well,
Europe.
Well, for me personally, I think I have too much feminine energy. So when I need to be more assertive or whatever, or put my foot down, I don't normally do it when I should. And then when I do put it down, it's like, what is the point of putting it down here at this point in time in this current moment? And it's because I let my feminine energy get riled up. And I might be confusing this stuff. We're about to find out now.
Yep. I'm just trying to find something that's clear and concise. You know what I mean?
What you think I got?
We're gonna find out. So, masculine traits. Focus on own needs. Competitive, assertive, protect, goal directed, rational, linear, and logical thinking, independence, monotask, bias for action, spatial.
I don't know what
I don't
spatial
remember
means.
what spatial means. Let's see what spatial means. You know what I mean? But that's masculine. Any of that sounds like you to you?
Most of that does not.
Spatial means relating to, occupying, or having the character of space, of, relating to, or involved in the perception of relationships.
So is it spatial or spatial?
Spatial.
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 Okay. Special. Spatial. Sound like I'm saying special.
Spatial.
Spatial.
I can be spatial.
You don't.
What?
You say all the time, I can't multitask good. So monotask would be you. If indeed you don't multitask good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you don't multitask good from my experiences of Briley.
You said you're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe you have certain things you're better at multitasking in than others. But to say you just flat out can't multitask at all, I wouldn't say that, because even right now you podcasting and researching.
I'm looking. I ain't.
You know what I mean?
You researched. I just grabbed your phone.
But you reading and listening, or maybe you ain't. I don't know, because she don't be listening to me.
I'm listening, but I'm really not reading. I'm kind of glancing. I can't read and listen at the same time. It don't work.
But you talk and listen at the same time.
How I talk and listen at the same time? You trying to be funny?
No, I'm not. I am. Trying is when you don't succeed, but I succeeded.
your ass ain't got no more tea.
Get what though? It's more in the picture. And get what though? I can get my ass up and go get some. And get what though? I would if I wanted to, but I don't. But get what though?
I really wanted the judo chop you. But if it was me, I would have felt some kind of way because I would have choked. Feminine traits. Compassionate, care for others, collaborative, receptive, grateful, nurture, relationship directed, intuitive, interdependence, multitask, patience, forgiveness, temporal.
So, you say you more feminine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I don't know when it come to me.
I think you're balanced.
Yeah, because all that, both sides of that is me.
But we talked about that before. Like, I said you were clearly balanced. I know that I need some more masculine traits.
But you gotta let your nuts hang. That's all. You don't let your nuts hang. You won't never let your nuts hang. Never. Do you realize that? You never let your nuts hang. I be wanting you to let your nuts hang sometimes.
It's
like,
funny you say that because
shit, let them bitches
I
hang.
found this video on Facebook. It's a game. And they tied, like, I don't know what they got, but it looked like they got these pantyhose and they tied. It's like they put 2 eggs in it or something.
Oh, Lord.
Or this, well, it couldn't be eggs because they would have cracked. But these little balls down there, and they had to swing them. So they would crouch down and swing their balls to knock over the can.
Wow.
I want to try that. It looked like a lot of fun. But, yeah, I need more masculine energy, man. I do. You talking about letting balls hang and stuff.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I can't say you need it because only God know what you need. And then truth be told, we need, everybody can't have their nuts out. Imagine that. Everywhere you go, everybody nuts out.
If everybody nuts was out, everybody would be comfortable with being who the hell they are.
Yeah, but everybody wouldn't be comfortable because I don't want to see your nuts.
If that was just how we were and how things were, you wouldn't have cared.
But it ain't like that. So if it turned like that, I don't want to see that.
That is very true.
I want to see your figurative nuts hang. I don't want to see your actual nuts hang.
I don't like to see Speedos. So I already know, like, if things were to change and everybody were to be nude, I'm just like, oh.
Would you ever want to go to
wait
a
a
nudist
minute.
beach?
I have mixed feelings about it. On one end,
we ain't talked about that in a minute.
On one end, I do want to go because I ain't never experienced that. Like, I like to be naked at home.
Rock out with your cock out, man.
And I don't be wanting to go nowhere because I like to be naked at home.
Yeah.
So
it take us a while to open the door.
That's why you call or text before you come over.
Hey, nigga be knocking at our door. Nigga be knocking at our door, ringing the doorbell. People be barking and shit. I know nigga be like, bro, these niggas just ignoring it. We ain't ignoring you, dog. We trying to find socks. We trying to find shirts. We trying to find pants.
I'm going to be all the way real. I will ignore you. I will ignore you.
But at the same time, though, we most of the, like, literally 9 times out of 10, we don't ignore niggas. We don't ignore nobody.
But I'm more prone to ignore you.
She just more lazy. She'll just not get up.
Nope. Nope. I don't no, who over here? What do you want? I wouldn't bother nobody.
Man. It do take us a while to open the door, though. It do.
But if it's like I have mixed feelings because I want to go because I ain't never experienced it before. So it's like that'll be different. It'll be fun. But like what you said, I don't really want to be seeing all these people balls and saggy titties and whatnot. So, and I'm just talking about people because, I mean, everybody's body is different and love your body. That's really what I need to go there for is for confidence because them folks got some confidence. But
Is it confidence or is it self-acceptance?
I would say the same thing. Tomato, tomato.
I see why you say that. I don't know though. I think I see a little nuance, but I see exactly why you say that. Cause self-acceptance gives you confidence.
But that's why I would want to go though.
Yeah.
I don't want to go for those reasons.
So basically, it's like skydiving.
Yeah.
Like
I'm only doing that shit once.
Two totally different things, but you're doing it for some form of liberation.
I'm only doing that shit once.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I don't see me skydiving more than once, but I could. How can I say this? How can I say this? I can see me doing it more than once, but I have no intentions of doing it more than once.
Yeah.
I
just feel like if I do it again,
I'm gonna need to do it twice.
Yeah. Okay. The thrill is gone after you do it that one time. I would imagine.
I mean, it's just like going on a roller coaster ride. You still feel the thrill on a roller coaster ride.
I want to go to a theme park.
You still feel the thrill when you do the no pants dance, don't you? I hope you do. If not, we need to talk. I'm just saying. You acting like if you do something one time, you don't feel the thrill no more.
I'm talking about
y'all hear what I'm saying? I know y'all hear what I'm saying. You say what though?
Skydiving. That is all
it
I'm
don't matter
talking
if you
about.
skydiving or thigh diving. Either way though, you should feel the thrill more than one time. Well, you ain't never thigh dived before. I done thigh dove many times in my life. Many times, Tanis. So, basically, to go back to the masculine and the feminine, basically, left brain would be the masculine part, and right brain would be the feminine part. So you would be right brained. And you be acting like your brain ain't right. You gotta believe in yourself, man. Confidence. Gotta have confidence in yourself. Confidence all the time, anytime, one time. Turn to don't be fucking me up, dog. She be man away. She laughs at my stupid shit, which makes it feel like less stupid shit. I'ma do it anyway, but it does add that she at least entertains it a little bit.
How does it make it feel like
sometimes? Cause it would feel like most stupid shit if I'm the only nigga that's not really. Cause I be by myself sometimes and don't be giving a fuck. I be by myself sometimes. Like sometimes I be the only nigga laughing. You just be sitting there and I don't be giving a fuck. Sometimes my mama don't laugh. I don't be giving a fuck. Like that shit funny to me. That shit funny to me, nigga. Man.
I laugh on the inside.
Hello. I want to see that.
What is that?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
When he popped up out that goddamn when that motherfucker popped up out that motherfucking refrigerator door. And he had the fucking shit on his face, the fucking icing shit on his face.
Oh yeah.
Little whipped cream shit on his face. Whatever the fuck. And like, hello.
I want to watch that now.
We should go on a Robin Williams binge.
I would be so happy and sad all at the same time.
Like we should do that. Like we should watch Popeye again, even though that shit terrible. That shit terrible, dog. Bruh, look. I don't.
He did a good job though.
He did a good job, but the movie is terrible. I done seen that movie like 3 times. That movie never gets better.
I never seen it from. Have I seen it from the very beginning?
We gonna watch it. Let's watch that shit one day.
Can we watch the?
Can we be a movie podcast sometime?
I don't care.
Can we just like watch movies and talk about the movies while we watch the movies?
That would. Oh yes, because I would love doing that. Yes.
Or watch the shows or whatever.
That'll be. I can't remember the name of the show though, with the robot and the alien. You probably ain't never seen. They used to come on Sci-Fi. They used to. All you would see is like they silhouette from the back with the big TV screen. They'll be watching like these old movies and stuff and critiquing them.
It's a very good chance I know what you're talking about. You gotta refresh my memory.
I'm finna look it up. But I used to like that show for whatever reason. I guess because they was puppets. I like puppets. Kaya likes puppets. Which is strange. Because, what's the name of that movie?
Puppet Master fucked me up when it came to puppets.
It was a puppet movie that came out when I was in high school, and I can't remember the name of it. But she turned, like, a human into, like, a puppet. He was dead, and she was controlling. You had them folks straight fooled.
I think I vaguely remember
She was a
that.
ventriloquist.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. Oh, well. Oh, well. Dead Silence. I think that's the name of it.
I don't think I ever seen that. But yeah, man, we should go on the Robin Williams binge. I would want to watch Popeye. I would want to watch Peter Pan. That was another terrible one. No, not Peter. I mean, it ain't called Peter Pan. It's called Hook.
Hook.
I would want to watch Hook. I don't want to say Hook was terrible. I just think I just grew out of that. I don't
think I ever seen it.
I want to see Hook. Definitely would want to see Bicentennial Man. I would want to see Mrs.
Have I ever seen that?
I would want to see Mrs. Doubtfire. I would want to see Jumanji, even though we watched that not too long ago.
It never gets old.
I would want to watch Flubber.
I do. I like Flubber. I'm surprised you know all these movies. I don't know all these movies like that he was just in to just be calling out. I know when I see it, but I don't know just off top.
See, this is the thing with me and you.
Can we watch Aladdin?
He was in Aladdin?
He did the voice of Genie.
Shit. You right. Yup. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Because I wasn't going to say that one. I'm thinking real life shit. So then what else he did a voice of? On some cartoon shit.
I don't remember. I would have to Google that too.
But yeah, we can definitely do that. Add that. Hell yeah. Aladdin. I ain't seen Aladdin in so long. That was my shit, nigga. That top 5.
I ain't got
Disney
that.
movies? That top 5 to me, nigga.
I ain't got that down there.
For real, nigga. But yeah, though, like you're the show person. You like the cartoon television show nigga. I'm the movie nigga. I know about some movies now. I done seen some movies.
And the crazy thing, like my family always watch movies and stuff. They used to watch like a lot of movies, and I'm just, I just don't remember them. I don't remember. I know we watched like an Indiana Jones marathon when my auntie Sharon came to visit.
My shit, nigga.
One time I want to say it was Christmas.
Man.
And TNT had a marathon on, and we sat and watched that.
Man, I love Indiana Jones. That nigga fist, dog. That nigga, when that nigga punch you, dog, it sounds like your soul broke. It's like a part of your soul, like the way a bone break, that nigga did that to a part of your soul. That nigga hit you so hard, dog. The shit so hard. I actually had an idea of using the sound effect of the punches on Indiana Jones for a beat. Cause it sound like some shit in a beat. Like the shit be hard.
We never finished watching all the Indiana Jones movies.
That nigga hand, but I don't ever want to get hit by that nigga.
I think we only watched like 2, and we dozed off and never went back to finish watching like the rest of them.
That nigga has to have big hands. If his hands ain't big, you can't sound off like that with little ass knuckles.
What if they just put the sound effects on there for that reason? What if it wasn't his hand making the sound?
I know it ain't his hand making the sound. It's a movie.
Oh, that sucks.
It's all when you hear nigga get punched and kicked in movies. That ain't
Wait,
never.
how did it sound?
That ain't when you hear sound effects like that, like punch and kicks and guns.
How did
and
it
shit,
sound?
I'm finna play it. Cause I can't do that shit with my mouth, man. I ain't got no sword. I ain't got no sword wolf in my throat, man. This nigga Indiana Jones got hands, dog. This nigga got hands, dog. I guarantee you, I can put punch. I knew it.
Robin Williams' middle name was McLaurin.
McLaurin?
Yeah, right.
That's very strange. So she say how it sounds, huh?
I thought so.
do you really want to get hit with? Do you want to get hit with any like fist that can make these sounds?
It sounds like they're in a big open space.
Yes.
Why every punch has to sound off?
Cause that nigga is Indiana Jones. You know how much water weight this man is sweated out for them deserts. That nigga is all muscle, dog. He just ain't caught diesel with it.
Correct that whip.
Oh, is this a video of the best? Oh, this is sound effects. I thought it was gonna be like clips of him punching people.
Look, I'm still trying to find all the movies that Robin Williams did.
Oh, it is. This is literally a minute and 20 seconds of niggas getting punched.
They still form too.
Yes. Do you listen to them punches?
Look,
What the fuck?
He did the jet pistol.
Yes.
You saw
Yes.
that?
Yes. Bro, nigga been punching niggas for decades like this, dog.
So it always be like one single punch. It's never like
a fury?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I'm gonna hit this man one good time.
That's what you call giving a nigga 1-4. Plus 2, how many times he can hit you with them big ass hard heavy fists? He'll kill you. Imagine it sound like that a nigga beat it dead, man.
That's
Imagine
horrible.
That, man. Imagine that. Imagine if instead of that shit fapping, it was that.
That's horrible. That's funny, but
Imagine,
that's horrible.
Imagine that how it is when a nigga be beaten.
That is funny.
Man, look.
Okay.
Get
Okay, I think I got the list.
Now.
So he did Popeye, The World According to Garp, Moscow.
I don't think I know about that.
That was in 82.
That shit sound like, oh no.
Moscow on the Hudson, Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poet Society.
Yep.
Awakening.
That's the one I want to see.
I all these I done called that except for Popeye. I have never seen. The Fisher King, Patch Adams, 1 Hour Photo.
I think I seen Patch Adams.
World's Greatest Dad, Hook,
I seen that.
Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, The Birdcage, Good Will Hunting.
That was one I was gonna say.
Night at the Museum trilogy.
Yep.
Academy Award winning Best Supporting Actor for this is something else.
Yeah, you
These are awards now. These are awards now. I thought it was more movies than that though. I know he didn't guest starred in a lot of TV shows too, so I mean, hey. But yeah, let's do a binge. Oh, there go one. Mork and Mindy. I want to see that. I've never seen that. This is the picture. What?
I'm thinking about Mork and Mindy. I think I seen it. It sounds familiar.
A leg.
Shout
Right
out to
here.
Robin Williams, man.
That was a show.
Yeah. Yep. I have seen that.
I don't think I have. I've come across it, but I don't think I actually watched it. Fire Stick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But we should do that though, for real. Like, I got that Mrs. Doubtfire. That was my shit when I was a kid. I wanted a nanny so bad for a short period of time. I wanted a nanny.
That was one of the movies that you could watch over and over again and never got tired of.
You want to know another movie that was like that for me when I was a kid?
And Matilda.
When I was a kid, Homeward Bound, dog.
Oh yeah, Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound, dog.
Homeward Bound.
But I used to watch the fuck out my Homeward Bound tape. Nigga.
With Sassy.
My nigga Chance. And Shadow, I'll never forget that nigga Shadow on that first one. When that nigga got hurt and you thought that nigga wasn't gonna come back home.
Oh yeah.
And then that nigga came over that hill, dog.
Limping.
Oh, Peter. And that that nigga would limp. In my mind, watching that shit, I was like, how the fuck they taught a dog how to limp? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That nigga limp, dog.
Yeah.
How did they teach a dog how to limp? How to fake limp? Unless they just fuck that nigga. That nigga wanted that nigga kick that nigga leg and told that nigga action. But like, how the
Oh,
fuck?
that's mean.
How the fuck did they train that nigga?
I tried to
fake
figure
limp,
out.
man.
I tried to figure out
What the
how
hell?
did they make Chance, little porcupine.
Oh yeah, the
thing,
little shit, the little spikes.
It looked like it was really
Yeah, that
in
shit
him
look
for
real.
real,
That
and
shit look real.
I felt so bad. And honestly, that might have happened for real.
I don't
And
think
they
so.
might have had to. You think? I don't know. That'd have
I
been.
don't think so.
I felt so bad for him though.
Oh,
Every time I
like-
watch that part, I feel bad for him. 'Cause I'm like, oh, Polar Tang.
Niggas
It's
ain't
in the
hurt.
deep.
Niggas ain't hurting dogs to make a Disney movie.
No, I'm saying like, what if it was a porcupine somewhere and he got fucked up for real, and they was like, oh shit, so we just gonna have to
Just gotta put
write
it in
this
the
shit in
movie
here,
now.
like.
Oh Lord,
I mean,
I love your imagination.
They was out in the
dog.
open. I mean,
Oh my God, I love your imagination. Oh my God.
now if I Google and find out that happened for real,
This
Talking about my
this
imagination.
This nigga conjures up some shit to me, boy.
cause sometimes they have to change scripts of stuff because things happen. So,
I'm not saying it's not possible.
and he
Don't
looked
get me
like
wrong.
the type of dog that would do that for real.
Don't get me wrong.
Chance was the character to do that.
I'm not saying you wrong. It's just the fact that your mind went there and you saw it and you was like, you know what? That right there could have happened.
It makes sense.
I just appreciate that.
It makes sense
appreciate
to
that.
me.
That's funny. Oh man. Homeward Bound, man.
If not, that makeup was mighty believable.
Yeah, because it was like the way
Effects.
it looked around the spikes looked like them bitches was really lodged in. Like the area around it. Like it looked like
his
how
face
it
was swole.
Yeah, it was inflamed and shit. It was like, yeah, bro, it looked
And he
real.
was acting like he was hurting. Like every time they tugged on it. That boy he ran into a porcupine. They had to change the script.
Yeah, change
I'm
the script.
sticking with my story.
Hey, that her story, we sticking to it, nigga. Damn.
They lucky they had to shoot at the vet. Let's go and get this scene out the way.
Yeah. Oh man.
Can't teach them to be in pain for real, I guess.
Yeah. Man. But that shit, like, I don't know, man. That shit always been amazing to me how niggas be training animals for movies. Like, that shit be crazy to me. Like,
If Bebop wasn't so stubborn, we probably
that nigga
be able to put him into some
dickhead, dog.
commercials.
Oh my God, he a dickhead.
He just have to
I'ma
be
be
a
that type of
character
parent.
all on his own.
I'm gonna be the type of parent. I'm gonna talk shit about our kids. Oh my God, I'm gonna talk shit about them niggas.
They gonna come to you and say, "You daddy, you hurt my feelings."
God, they not gonna know, nigga. I'm gonna talk behind their back. What you talking about? I ain't gonna hurt my kids' feelings in their face.
You
not
hurt
like
my
that.
feelings.
I'ma
But
talk-
they might hear. What if they hear?
They not gonna hear shit. I'm gonna make sure they
You
not
hurt-
gonna hear because I ain't gonna be
you hurt
around
my
their ass.
feelings.
They ass ain't gonna be in my vicinity. They're not gonna be in my space.
What if they an empath like you?
And just because I'm an empath, or just because they an empath, don't mean no nigga can
Daddy,
read
I
minds. You still can't read
I feel
minds.
your energy. You have talked about me.
Man, I kick that
What?
nigga out. That nigga be grounded in reverse. Like, nigga, you gotta stay outside. You can't come in the house, nigga. We gonna treat that nigga like Dino. Like, nigga, you sit your ass outside
No,
over
nah,
there.
cause Dino found his way in. You might well let that nigga in.
Hell no.
We don't need no.
Shit,
Well, they ain't
nah.
had no glass.
Jazzy, yeah, they ain't had. That nigga had a window.
It had a hole.
That nigga just had a hole in their wall, dog. I'm like, boy, shit was real good in the Stone Age, boy. Shit. All right, y'all just doing it like that. You just wide open out here. You
They
just got
wide
an elephant just spraying water on your ass.
How did they put the door on a hinge?
Nigga ain't had not a two, not one. How did they make the cars?
Wait, they had these big old. You don't remember the big old rope twine that had the thing tied together?
No.
The cars. Aight.
That-
They were tied together. That there must have been some hemp rope.
Who was making all them cars
Hemp
back then?
rope. You know they
Hemp.
should.
Hemp.
I
Hemp.
wonder did they have an episode for a car lot? I'm just beating
Hemp.
you up.
You always be beating me. I be telling y'all she be beating on me, man.
Whatever.
She be beating on me.
Flintstone's car. I'm wrong. I am wrong. I'm wrong.
Imagination.
Then what was tied up? I could have sworn something was tied up.
I mean, it might have
Anyway,
been something tied up. It just went on the
I am
actual
wrong.
car.
All I whatever with the big old rolling pin wheels, they had a rod in between that and just that little piece.
Bro, them niggas dead ass walked in their car.
That's how you got it going. You just need to get it going.
Them niggas
That's
was
why he was running.
Them niggas was running in their car.
His heels was the brakes. Ooh. They ain't never have to worry about no pedicure.
Shit, nah, them feet was... it wasn't no saving them niggas' feet. Them niggas' feet was doomed from birth. From the day them niggas was thought about. It was already written in stone.
So when they need their brake pads fixed, what do? They
They get their feet did.
They don't necessarily need them did if they doing all the scrubbing anyway. But I mean, I guess so. They have to get their feet done. I just don't know what kind of treatment they would get. Because you done tore them up to get there. Now you finna tear them up when you leave.
Them niggas went fixing no feet and doing all that, man. Them niggas was just like, hey, just keep stopping. Hey, buddy, keep stopping.
Man.
That's it. The end. Keep stopping, nigga.
You know what?
When your ankle hurt, stop driving. Let Wilma drive or Barney or somebody else.
Was it ever an episode where the car broke down?
How the hell could the car break down? It didn't even have an engine. Maybe they had
The wheel could have fell off.
Maybe, but I ain't never seen a wheel fall off.
We ain't never seen no car lot either. I'm going to get the collection because I want to see what all them took place that I do not remember.
Man, look. But ain't that funny, though, like with cartoons, how, like, nigga can just do anything. Like, they can do anything on a cartoon, like, easily. Like,
die and come back in the
die
next...
and come back. Some weird
in the next
shit.
scene in 3 minutes.
Nigga can, like, we be watching One Piece. We watching One Piece, binge watching the fuck out of One Piece, actually. And goddamn, niggas be getting cut, and it be fatal wounds. And then, like, after the commercial break, these nigga be normally for nigga be breathing underwater for like
talking underwater
for like half the episode. And I'm just like, how? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of shit, man. That's why one of the things I want to do is do a cartoon. I want to have a cartoon. We got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
I've watched way too many cartoons to not do it.
I want to be able to inject my own weird, ain't no way this is possible imagination into some shit.
I just feel I just feel like we're just way too animated to not do it.
Yeah.
It's a difference with seeing it in person and then seeing it in cartoon, like on TV, like in 2D instead of 3D. Is that 2D? That's 1D? What that is? What cartoon?
I mean, if you're talking about something like Fred Flintstone and Jetsons, that would be more like 2-dimensional.
Well, what kind of cartoon you trying to do? 3D?
I mean, it's possible. But I mean,
that shit gonna look weird.
No, I mean, it just depends on in what aspect are we talking about 3D. Because I'm not talking about 3D like with the glasses. I ain't talking about like that.
I'm talking about the 3D, like them cartoons that we be seeing on Adult Swim that we be like, it make my skin crawl because of how they drew it.
Oh, you talking about shit like Xavier?
Yeah, that.
Hey, I hate that fucking cartoon. Show whatever the fuck the terminology to explain what that is. That's the only thing on Adult Swim I don't like.
He is an abomination.
I don't fuck with Xavier, dog.
That show made me feel so uncomfortable.
Shit, yeah. Hell
he
yeah.
messed with my spirit, my mind, my understanding. I just didn't understand nothing about nothing with that show. And I tried. It was funny a little bit, but then when you would laugh a little bit, it would immediately confuse you. If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't.
It was a stupid ass show. Now
It really was, and I like stupid
It was
stuff,
stupid
but
as
I couldn't
hell.
accept that stupid. That was too far.
It was not, to me. The stupidness wasn't too far. It was just him. It was just him.
They took him too far.
Him as a created design entity that I was supposed to sit and watch. I just was like, I don't fuck with this nigga, dog. This nigga is not right on some level that I can't quite articulate. I don't fuck with this nigga, dog. I couldn't fuck with it, Xavier.
I appreciate the artistic, I don't know what word to put. Reach? That sounds horrible. But anyway, I appreciate the artistry in that show, because it is different. It is different. I just couldn't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nothing that look like that. That's my point. Was nothing like that.
Definitely.
Nothing like that.
But that ain't what I mean when I say 3D though.
I had the thought too. My bad. What?
No, I was through.
Then what you mean by 3D?
That's what I was trying to explain is like, depending on how you want to look at it, 3D could be considered like the cartoons that like they're not just moving left and right, they also move forward and back and all around, like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, that's fine.
Like they not just
going like, from one side of the screen to the
like it's a full spectrum. It's 3-dimensional. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole place.
I never paid attention to that. Like older cartoons, you really were just watching them move from left and right majority of the time. It's hilarious. But
shit chill.
That is hilarious.
Same shit with video games. Like a
yeah,
lot of
that's
shit.
true.
Just back and forth, nigga. Yeah. And if you went back and forth, you were up and down. And up and down was their version of you going back and forward, but really it's just like shit up and down, like Galaga or some shit, like them old ass games when you be out of space invaders and shit.
Oh yeah,
you be shooting little shit. That shit up and down, but it really supposed to be like back and forth.
You're supposed to be cool.
It's supposed, but it's supposed to be like a bird eye view of it when you look on the screen.
Yeah, cause you see the top.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But see, that was their way of maneuvering the 2-dimensional shit back then. Like, it was like, well, shit, everything else go left, right. We gonna go up, down. And it's gonna be a different perspective. And it was dope.
It was.
It was dope. Niggas fucked with it.
We should do an episode like that.
We should call this 2DP.
Why?
Because DP is like resolution. Like when you do graphics. It's actually DPI. But I'm lying right now. I mean, technically I'm not lying because that is true. But I said DP for a different reason.
I figured.
But because I was going to say 2D, but it was just too simple. I was like, well, 2DP. And then I like the D and the P because they rhyme. And then technically a D lowercase and a P lowercase is the same thing, just flipped.
You ain't got to type it. I see it.
Well, then don't act like you don't see it because it's the same thing.
I'm just trying to understand why D and why P.
2-dimensional.
What the P for?
Perspective.
Oh. Do they actually use perspective like when they say 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, because I never heard them use that before. I didn't know that. So I didn't know what that P was for.
3-dimensional literally is talking about the perspective.
It is, but I ain't never heard nobody say the word with it. So in my mind, I was like, I don't know what the hell that is. Like that's new to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if I can look at my phone just like this, it's 2-dimensional.
Because if it was a
format. But if I can see like, oh, okay, it's some other shit like.
If it was a format and you said 2DP, I'm not going to know what that P is. And you just saying it's 2-dimensional. Okay, 2-dimensional what?
P is penetration. 2 is how much penetration. And D is what's penetrating. And the amount. Confused somewhere?
You gonna leave me alone?
What? What?
How does the D stands for what is being penetrated and the amount? If that was what 2, wasn't 2 was for that?
Yeah.
So how the letter gonna be?
Because in DP, D means double. You this double penetration. That's what it
That
originally.
is quadruple because you got the 2 that is in front of the double.
So is it 4, or is it
I don't
just,
know. You
or
tell
is it
me.
just 2 groups?
This your format. You tell me. I don't know.
I think it's 2 couples, two groups of swingers. One of them had to go to the bathroom. What? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Then it's a threesome. If the other one went to the bathroom.
Now they coming back though. They not gone for good unless they like was drunk and had to throw up or some shit. And that will end a foursome. That'll end it. But now, like, they just go to the bathroom. You know, sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom in the middle of the shit. You know what I mean? Then you come back and get back to it. You know, and while you going to the bathroom, there's some 2DP happening. There's some DP. And then when you come back, it just be 1P.
How?
What you...
One
How-
DP.
how-
So it's just
how
down
is
to
this-
2 now.
How is
Okay,
this
we're just down to 2 now.
Hold on. By the way, I just want y'all to know. I just really want y'all to know how authentic this is. This is a normal. This is a pretty regular thing. I'll say some dumb shit and it'll throw her off, and we'll end up just having just one of these. And this is just something that happens.
He always gotta mess with people's head, man.
Nah, man. Look, 1P is because when they left from the bathroom and came back, now the people who were doing the 2D on the one person, now they go back to 1-on-1. So now everybody, which is her and her, now they getting 1P and not 2DP. Well, not DP. Because it's still 2DP.
You confusing yourself?
No, not at all. It is. It's still 2DP. But it's just...
1 DP is 1 couple. There is only 1 double.
It's 3. It takes 3 people to do a 1DP. But it take 4 people to do a 2DP.
It would take 5 people.
In the sense that you're speaking of, yes, that is true. But in the sense where 4 people, and when there's 4 people and 2 people out of the 4 people take turns on getting the DP, then you have 2 DP because it's 2
It
people.
still would be 1 because it's only happening 1 at a time.
But it's happening to 2 people.
At 2 different times.
But it's still happening at one time though.
It is not.
It is. It's in the same sex session.
That's not at the same time.
What you mean? How is it
So
not?
therefore, it is not a 2 DP.
If 2 people have sex, and let's just say the dude busts 3 times, but they don't take breaks in between, did they have sex 1 time or 3 times? This is some
I
real.
would say one.
Me too. So you got 2 DP. When they take turns, it's still the same session. It's still the same.
But it's different couples though. No.
It's not. They swinging.
Okay.
If they swinging, they came to fuck everybody. They came to swap partners. You know what I'm saying? So if you already swapping partners, you already done had Skittles and M&M. So if you put them both in the same
That's
bag,
a nasty combination.
but they good separate. So if you put them in the same bag, you don't have to eat them together, but they in the same
The
bag.
residue, you gonna get that scent of the chocolate on
you
the strawberry.
being too literal.
I mean,
Well, all right, Skittles and Starburst.
that's much better.
All right, got
Chocolate and fruity don't always mix. That kind of fruity and chocolate just don't work.
Well, M&M's sometimes have nuts.
Them the only ones I was imagining with the Skittles, but it don't matter which kind. It just wouldn't work.
I agree. And it'll be the Skittles that'll fuck it up. It wouldn't be the M&M. It'll be
Yeah,
the Skittles.
because it's too sweet.
It's too sweet. It's too tangy. Sometimes when I when I eat Skittles, I get like this feeling back.
It bites you back there.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
That's that acid in it.
So it would be 2 DP because both women get DP'd in that session.
Okay, I get why you say that, but no.
What did we learn today, class? When it's 4 people, it can be 2 DP, and when it's 3 people, it can be 2 DP. It can be 1 DP. 4, 2, 3, 1 DP.
So if it was 5 people, then what that would be?
If it was 5 people, then you could do 2 DP still. You could do 2 DP without taking turns. Then you could really literally do it.
That wouldn't be 3 DP.
No, that'll be 2 DP.
Okay. None of this DP shit matters because I don't know what any of this shit is.
None of this shit means anything.
But
shit don't mean shit.
I'm just trying to get an understanding because it don't make sense. These numbers ain't adding up in my brain.
I wonder if there's somebody watching right now who was watching for us to talk about some deep shit or some real shit, and they just listening to this shit, and they either looking at us like we crazy, they either laughing, calling us crazy, or they looking at us like, what the fuck? And either way, I am enjoying myself.
Pretty much. I don't care what you think. You join in if you like.
So yeah, class, comment down below in the comment section, and which one are you down for? If it's 2 DP, put 2 DP in the comment, or if it's 1 DP, put 1 DP in the comments. And
I still say 5 should be 3
let's
DP.
See if we can spread some DP. You know. DP. Maybe the world would be a little better if it was a little more DP happening.
What is DP? I don't remember. I know we broke that down, but I really don't remember. I just remember what the P was penetration. D was the amount. It was the amount. But the number is also the amount too.
So if D is the amount, then what is D?
I asked you. That's what you told me.
Double.
Oh, double. See? Double.
Don't be beating on me, man.
That was a confirmation tap.
Why the fuck? Why the fuck I gotta get tapped just cause you confirm some shit?
Because you the one that told me. Like, yeah, you right. You sure enough right.
So that was for me.
Both.
Man, hard.
That was a high five.
Well, we could have just gave high five.
That was gonna take too long. See, you don't understand when you have the split second thought. Just, you know what? You right. Yes. You don't get it.
We done been talking too long. We stupid, huh?
You don't get it.
I'm stupid, nah, man. Man. So do you want to end on this note, man?
Yes and no.
Or do you got anything else to say?
2DP and beyond. That's all I gotta say.